Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my...
Today's lessons on standard form or scientific notation and significant figures. So let's get into it. So starting off with standard form. Standard form is in the form of a times 10 to the n, where a is any number between 1 and 10. So a is a number between 1 and 10, while n is any integer, positive or negative. So let's get into some examples. Say you're given 1983 and you're told to write this in significant figures. So first you're going to get the a from this. Remember now, a is a number between 1 and 10. Now 1.983 is a number between 1 and 10. So you would have 1.983 to be your a times the 10, and then now you would want a value for n. Now, how do you get this n value? You look at the amount of the digits behind your decimal place. So you see here you have 983 because the original number was 1983, and you shifted the decimal point from here 3 places to the left. So 1, 2, 3. So you would know that the n value for this would be 3. So let's do a next example to make sure you get that. So say you have 287.5 and you are told to write this as in standard form. What you would do, you would reduce this to a number for a that's between 1 and 10, and that number would be 2.875. But in this case, you wouldn't have 10 times to the 10 to the 3. You wouldn't have 10 to the 3 because you are not moving the decimal place. The decimal point 3 places, just 2. So this is where the decimal point would move. 1, 2. So you would have a 2 for the index of this thing. Let's try some smaller numbers now to show you negative powers. So say I have 0.06359 and I'm told to write this in standard form. What I would do, I would get this, the a from this, which would be a number between 1 and 10. And to get that a, I would move this decimal point 2 places to the right. So I would have 1, 2, and I would get 6.359. And because you move the 2 places to the right, you would end up have a negative 2. And that's standard form or scientific notation. You may be asking yourself, why would we use standard form / scientific notation? Well, in cases where you're working with really large numbers or really small numbers, standard form is the best way to get it in a simple form so you can do your calculations. Now to significant figures. There are some rules in significant figures where leading zeros are non-significant. So all integers except 0 are considered significant. So if I have 4, 3, 5, in 435, there are 3 significant figures, and there's a next rule. This is rule 1. All non-zero digits are significant figures. For 2, 0 in between significant digits are also significant. So say I have 705. Because the 7 is significant and the 5 is significant, and the 0 is in between both, then the 0 would be considered significant. So here again, this would be 3 sig figs. Now, for the third rule for significant figures in a number, it says for all trailing zeros, they are insignificant unless there's a decimal point. So if I have 6500, then these 20 would be insignificant. They wouldn't be significant. But the 5 and the 6 would be. So in this case, there are two sig figs. But if I add 6500.0, the decimal point would change this. Now these trailing zeros would be added, so this here would be 5 sig figs. In the next video, I will be doing some calculations with significant figures and to show you how you determine the amount of sig figs in your final answer. Thank you for watching.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball.